we're going to look at the area of a circle. Okay, so we have our formula here. A stands for the area of the object is equal to pi, and this is a symbol for a number. Pi is essentially equal to, I actually don't know it all off the top of my head, but it's 3.14. I think I can put it in my calculator here, and actually it'll tell us what pi is equal to. Pi is equal to 3.14159. So continues, and it's a very, very long number. So we use this symbol for pi to represent this extremely long number. So it's going to be pi times the radius of the circle squared. Okay. So let's look at our circle here. And when we're finding the area of it, we're essentially trying to find out how much space is inside of this circle. Now I know I didn't draw that perfectly. I'll try to get rid of the highlight on the outside. We're looking for the area inside of that. So our first circle here, the radius, and the radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the outside. And it'll be the same no matter where in the circle we're writing it. This is the radius. Okay, we know the radius is 5. Okay, so we're going to take this number 5 and we're going to replace it for the r in the formula. So a is equal to pi times our r is 5 squared. And according to BEDMAS, we deal with our brackets first, and there's nothing in the bracket, so the next step is exponents. So we have 5 to the power of 2. So we deal with that first before we multiply our pi here. So we have a is equal to pi, and 5 squared is equal to 25. So pi times 25. Okay. So the area of our first circle there, we'll take out our calculator. I think it was written in centimeters, is going to be pi times 25 is equal to 78 point, we'll round the 2 decimal places, so because that's a 9 we round up, 78.54. So 78.54. And this measurement, this is a one-dimensional measurement. It's a distance. In centimeters, area is 2 dimensions. Essentially, you think of it like having height and width to it. So that's why we put it to the power of 2. Okay. So let's take a look at our second circle. We have our area again is equal to pi r squared. Okay. Now the radius is not 16. This is the diameter. Okay. And the diameter of a circle, so d is equal to 2r. Okay. And really, a lot of times, as we known, is the radius is half of the diameter. So if we find half of 16, and that's how this formula would work. 2 times r, if we were to move 2 to the other side, we'd have d divided by 2 is equal to r. If the diameter is 16, we replace d with 16, so we get 16 divided by 2 is r, and 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the radius, okay, is 8 centimeters, and that's the value we're going to replace our r with. So we get a is equal to pi times 8 squared. Okay. We'll deal with the exponent first. So a is equal to pi times 8 is 64. And then we need to do area is equal to pi times 64. So we take out our calculator again. Pi times 64 is equal to around the 2 decimal places. Because it's a 1 in the third place, we round down. So 201.06. So this area is 201.06 centimeters squared. Okay? And there's dealing with radius of a